Hi, welcome to Quest for Thunder. I'm Mark,
And I'm Jean.
and we're looking for a sailboat. Our goal is to buy a sailboat, move aboard, and live on it as a home. And this channel is dedicated to finding the sailboat, refitting the sailboat, and then finally sailing the sailboat. So we've been in this search for, I don't know, several months.
Probably about 8 or 9 months, going to boat shows in the area. Well, we went to one boat show, but also open houses at marinas and looking at boats for sale, mainly previously owned boats, but once in a while a couple new boats too, just to sort of dream and enjoy the different, what the different layouts are and what the boats have to offer, and they've come a long way. Well, let's see, there was a way back just after we got married. How many years ago was that, Mark?
Geez, 23 years.
Yeah, just about right.
Been 23 years.
We were looking to buy a sailboat then, but we wound up not. We were busy with, active duty Navy
Life.
and starting to have kids, and we just never did it. But looking back then to now, sailboats have come a long way as far as the livability.
A lot of changes.
So I didn't expect to see so much nice things in a boat that would make living more comfortable. I expected it to be kind of like living in a little cabin on the lake, except it floats and it's stinky and,
Cabins on the lake stink?
well, if it's just an old shack. But these are pretty nice. Even a lot of the pre-owned ones are fairly, I don't know, even the 20-year-old ones are fairly nice.
Well, we looked at
Just
some new
depends
boats.
Yeah, new boats too.
I think the reason we looked at the new boats was we just wanted perspective and to see what, obviously we can't afford a brand new Beneteau. I mean, we're talking $500,000 for these boats, even at the 35, 37 foot range, production boat, we're looking at almost $500,000 when it's all said and done. There's no way we can reach that. But it is still nice to look at, to get a feel for, the way they look, the way they feel.
But even just the older ones have pretty much the same amenities. Just someone else has lived in it for a while or sailed in it for a while, and
Layout sometimes.
so we're
different.
basically looking for not a fixer-upper personally. We have a budget like most people, but we want it to be in fairly good shape because not something that's got leaks all over it.
So what would you say we've learned over the last 7 or 8 months as we've been looking for Thunder?
Well, we've narrowed down what we're looking for. I think at first we weren't sure what the prices were out there and what sort of things we get for the various prices, and we've learned there seems to be a lot of different combinations of things, the different shaped keels, the different types of furlings, the different types of beam widths and configurations of the salon. And I'm sure there's a lot of things to consider mechanically too, which I don't know a lot about, the engines and things like that, but so many varied aspects of sailboats that it makes it interesting to search for it, sometimes complicated. And it's going to be a big decision once we've narrowed it all down and we're ready to buy.
I'd say that it's been hard. I'm surprised at how hard it actually has been. We've gone to, like you mentioned, we've gone to several boat shows. Well, excuse me, one boat show, but several open houses. And we have looked at probably 60 or 80 boats, I think. And here and there, And unfortunately, because of the area that we live in, we see a lot of the same kind of boat. There's a particular type of boat that is prevalent here, and that's like the Jeanneau, the Beneteau, the Catalina, those kind of boats. We do see some Morgans, and we've looked at some Endeavors and things. So we have, there has been the foray into some of the different styles, but for the most part, the predominant boats that exist here are these, production boats that are very popular today. And it's just been difficult because we didn't know what we were looking for. We had no clue going into this what would be comfortable for us, what would make a good boat or a good home. And and we're not even talking about all the other things. We haven't gotten into the discussion about whether it's a mast that's stepped to the deck or whether it's keel stepped or whether it's an in-mast furling system or a regular mainsail configuration, whether we're going to have furlers up front or it's going to be hanked on sails. None of these things have we discussed? Because we're still trying to figure out what's comfortable, right?
I think the priority, what it comes down to, is being comfortable living in it because it's going to be our home, and that's a big deal for me because I'm a home-ish type person. And the other thing
That's a
is
big deal for me too. I want it to be
Yeah.
comfortable.
that's one priority. The other priority is, well, I'm a big person on safety because I'm more of a scaredy cat than Mark is as far as going out to sea. Even if we can see land, we're out there being tossed about. And so I think, well, I want something stable, where we can handle, where we can operate the boat with confidence.